Today is March 1st, 2018, and today we're going to be talking about taking your profits. Yes, boys and girls, ballers take their profits. All right, let's see here. ECTY. If you watched what I wrote, ECYT, I got ticker dyslexia. If you watch what I posted yesterday, you'll know that I took a pretty healthy loss on ECTY yesterday, and I made it all back today. Yesterday I lost $777 yesterday, and mostly due to ECTY. Actually, 100% because of ECTY. And today I made it back. So if we look why I got in this trade, yesterday I made some mistakes. Was impatient. Got in too early, too soon. Added to a loser. Recipes for disaster. A recipe for disaster. But if you look right here, you see this hard crack and the pullback. You see this hard pullback and the bounce. I shortened this bounce at 591. Held overnight. I went pretty big on it too. Woke up this morning to a 30% gap down, and I got out. Half my shares. Got out 2,000 shares at 561. Waited for the market open, and so I took half profits here, or 3/4 profits here. What am I saying? Yeah, I took 3/4 profits here. Waited for the market open. It kind of was holding this support in the 560s. It started to bounce. And then when this bounce looked like it was going to fail, I got short again at 571. And then it started to come back. When it broke the high, when it broke 580, I covered the rest, got out. Still had some nice gains though. Made approximately, I think around about $700. I think it was like 730, 740. I can't remember exactly. So ended up losing on my last 1,000 shares, but made money. Made money on 3/4 of the rest. So you got to take those profits. That's the whole idea. So when I woke up this morning to that gap down, you take those profits. Especially I had a pretty big position at for me. So when I woke up, I was ecstatic to see a 30 cent gap down. Anyways, so you got to take your profits when you got them, because the market will take them away fast. So this thing is not super volatile. It's going sideways right now, and it's really annoying. So I'm just gonna not trade it. Krone traded yesterday. I actually traded this one again today. I actually bought it. This was actually a loser. I turned a winner into a loser, so I bought it at the market open at 925. It spikes up, and I don't take profits. I don't take profits in the 970s. I actually thought about it, but I was like, nah, I'll just hold it for a little bit. I didn't take profits, and then look what happens. It crashes. Look what happens. It crashes. I ended up cutting the loss when it went green to red, which, if I remember correctly, was let's see here. That was in the about 9:15. So about 9:15. I got out right in the green to red move, so I lost a little bit. Small loss, nothing huge. Continued to watch it. It bottomed out. When it bottomed out right here, and it started to come back. If you notice, if you look at the support from yesterday, it had a lot of support right here at 850. I wasn't quick enough I was trying to buy at 850, but I wasn't quick enough. Wasn't quick enough, but I ended up getting long at, I think, at 978, 979, right in there. So, and then it came down, and then it bounced up a little bit more. When it broke 9, I got out at, I think, 905, 904. So took a piece of this move. So that was a nice. Little did I know that this thing, man, look at this bounce. It's an incredible comeback on this. This thing is looking really, really. The market is still open. This thing is, oops. This thing is very, very bullish. This is a weed stock. That just, I think the news was on it. NASDAQ first. Let me look up the news real quick. If you don't know about this one. I told myself that I was going to hold this thing for like long term because Canada is going to be going, the whole country is going legal soon. So that's why I told myself I was going to hold this thing more long term, something I don't do at all. But I think it might, I have a mental block in my head or I think it's impossible for me to hold anything long term. Yeah, so a major U.S. stock exchange is listing a weed company for the first time ever. This is a major Canadian licensed weed producer and has obtained approval from the SEC to begin trading in the NASDAQ. So that's a pretty big deal for this stock. I should actually probably buy it right now into the close and maybe. But the overall market's taking a shit, so I'm like scared to be long anything right now. Anyways, and then I traded this actually one more time. I shorted it into this resistance, the day of high. I figured it would, even if it did break out, which it did, I figured it would get rejected the first time it tried. So it tested these highs. I shorted right into this spike. I covered. I think I covered at 950 because it had support right here. There's a whole round number. I think I covered at 950. I can't remember exactly. So yeah, I took a piece here, made up for not taking my profits here. So look, I took my profits here. Oh well, that I missed out on all this. I shorted here at the top, took a piece here, took my profits there too as well. So that that covered this stupid trade right here where I didn't take my profits. So that covered that. And the theme of this video is taking profits. And when you take profits, you don't go broke. I took one more trade. TENX. This is the biggest run of the day. This is a low float trade right here. You can see it had the morning run from 441 all the way up to 1148. Huge squeeze. This is actually a good sign for small cap stocks. Now that it's been a while since we've had this big of a runner in a while, so this might be the start of some more small cap runners. Anyways, so if you look at this one, this is a classic chart. You got the big run. Some people call it ABCD. You got the big run. A pulls back. B, C. I think maybe this is A right here. B. So it tries to come up. It tests the high. Makes a lower high. C. And then D is the last part where it ramps into the close. I started watching it right around 1:30, right around this area. So I noticed that it was making a lower high. All the dips were holding. Every time, all the dips were holding. And then this is the biggest run of the day, so you know everybody's eyes are on it. And so I got long at $10.35, $10.35. See right here, it was kind of perking. Right in here, I think I got long. It was either one of these two candles or one of these two candles. I can't remember exactly. One of these. Anyway, so I got long at $10.35. I think it was right here, right before, because I didn't have to wait long. And once it broke the 1050, I knew I had a shot at kind of going. Because once it broke the 1050, it squeezed through 11.25 pretty easy, and that's the benefit to buying later in the day, is that it's easier to get these late day squeezes into the end. If that would have, see, if you notice, it couldn't do it in the middle of the day. It couldn't get that squeeze because it doesn't get the right amount of volume. So, anyways, it squeezed. I took half profits at 11.25 because I didn't know if these two highs were going to reject. So I took half profits at 11.25. Let's go in here. So right into this squeeze. Yeah, I took half profits right into this squeeze at 11.25, and then I held the rest, and then it shot up to 12. I got out the rest at, I think, right at 12, 12.01, 12.02. So, and if you look at it now, it's trading right now, and it's completely giving it all up. That's why you take your profits. You got that push at the end of the day. You want to take those profits. So I took them. I bagged them. Made a little over $1,000 on the day. I think it's $1,083. So good day overall. Nice rebound from my from yesterday's fuckery, but nevertheless, good day of trading. No overnight positions, although I'm tempted to take an overnight position on Krone and just hold it long term, but we'll just leave it alone. All right. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.